There's this political battle that's been in place between Texas and the Biden administration, but it's getting heated. The first round of immigrants bused from Texas to Washington, D.C., arriving at Union Station on Wednesday. Governor Greg Abbott started this voluntary transfer on bus as a way to protest the Biden administration's lack of border policy. In Texas, there's a massive backlog, too, at several border crossings. Texas Governor Greg Abbott calling for mandatory inspections that were put in place to prevent drug and human smuggling from Mexico. But now, after truck drivers responded in protest, he's easing some of those restrictions. Correspondent Robert Sherman is live right now at the border for our latest border report. Robert, good morning.
And good morning to you as well, Adrienne. And the Far Reynosa International Bridge, which is right behind me, is finally open again after protesters on the Mexican side, who are adamantly against these inspections, effectively shut this border crossing down for days. Still, you go along the border, it's taking 10, 12, 14 hours for these truckers to process. And that's where this back and forth bickering is hitting everyday people the hardest.
Jesse James makes his livelihood on the road as a trucker, driving goods across the country. But right now, he's not on the road. He's stuck, waiting for his trailer of goods to come across the border from Mexico.
If those tires aren't moving, I don't get paid. So I'm sitting here spending money out of my pocket and not getting anything.
For days, the Far Reynosa International Bridge has been effectively blocked off by Mexican truckers before traffic started flowing again Wednesday. The protest came in response to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's order to have state troopers inspect all trucks coming in from Mexico. Unusually long backups have been seen at ports of entry along the border. This one issue is just a portion of the heightening tensions seen along the border. As Title 42, the COVID provision used to expel many undocumented migrants who illegally crossed into the U.S., is set to expire next month. Wednesday, in a news conference, Governor Abbott vowed to not back down from the Biden administration.
The ultimate way to end the clogged border is for President Biden to do his job and to secure the border.
Should Title 42 expire, Texas officials fear they will see mass surges of migrants coming across the border. Clad in full gear, the Texas National Guard was seen undergoing riot training along the Rio Grande River late last week. For someone like Jesse James, who uses the border to make a living, he sees the issue both ways. But all he wants is for the political bickering to stop.
They need to sit down and work this out in D.C. to straighten out the borders. They really do. And he said, she said doesn't work anymore. They need to come down here and actually see what it's doing to the general public.
So Texas Governor Greg Abbott and the governor of Nuevo Leon, that's the Mexican province, which is where Laredo is, they came to an agreement in which those inspections will be eased in that one specific area. So now all of a sudden you have all this inconsistency along the border. Some places you have these long, intense inspections, other places you don't. That's just adding to all the tension that's down here right now. Adrienne?
All right, tension is something that the border is getting used to. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.